You don't choose them. This ain't an everybody thing. This is an elite club.
Okay, so Pac. Okay, so the elite club now would be Jay-Z, 50,
Puffy,
Kanye,
Beyonce,
and all. Okay, so are these people, have they been put through that?
Rihanna's.
Open your eyes. Don't sleep. Don't fall for whatever they feed you. You know, a lot of kings were poisoned because they were loving of their subjects, and a lot of times, you know, there's just wickedness, and you have to know that there's wickedness in the world. You have to know that there are people who are just here to profit and to put their foot on the back of people who are poor and who don't think that hip hop can be used for good or for evil.
If I was part of the Illuminati, I would be a little bit bigger than what I am today.
What do you think about the Illuminati and everybody thinking that Jay's part of the Illuminati and rappers could be possibly part of the Illuminati?
If they are a part of it, they're never going to admit it anyway. So what's the sense of even asking about it? Let's forget about it. Like what difference does it make? Like,
that's a good point.
There is a secret society that we know. There are many secret societies that we know. There are secret societies in the music business that we know. The higher you get up, the more homosexual it gets. That we know.
Really happened. It's bigger than this. Dancing with the Devil, that title is not just calling Puff no devil. That's not it. The music industry, the whole industry, you put them all together, that every one of them, man, or every one of them have their wicked ways. You know what I'm saying? And that book represents.
And just being an agent of speech or agent of information like yourself, like I can communicate with people across the world. So what I say has to be important and it has to be helpful. It has to be, unless I'm just an agent for destruction. And then I probably need to be with the rest of the spies and everybody else is trying to blow up.
What do you know about it though? Is that something that, I mean, I used to read about that stuff when I was incarcerated.
Right, that's what it seems like a lot of people put up that knowledge.
Yeah, the Illuminati, the Freemasons. I used to read about this stuff, you know, and for the most part,
the administration will not do anything for us. I can't tell you what the action was because I might be inciting something. What I would say is that our ability to connect with each other is the power that the government can't control, and they're working very strongly on controlling it. Even
I'm saying, like, in the music industry, you have, I look at the trends, right? If you follow what's going on in the trends, rappers have adapted homosexual fashion. The way some rappers dress, the way the gays dressed years ago. It is what it is. That's just a fact. You can't dispute fact.
Successful rappers or rap as it is now?
I'm just the culture, just rap. It's not just whether they're successful or up and coming.
But you were saying if you got higher, it got...
I'm not talking about even rappers. I'm talking about the people in control. The higher you up, the executives and people pushing buttons, behind buttons. Do I think that they playing with boys? Yes. Some of them. Not all of them. I can't say exactly who, but I hear stories. You hear stories too. You probably been in this business longer than me. And you probably been across, slowing that door. You know, so it is what it is.
One of those a few weeks ago, yes.
Yes.
Oh, you need to sit down.
And a lot of times we are we're giving this white horse, and we're just like, we're supposed to believe in this thing or this person, and we've seen it done over and over and over, and at times you have to realize, like, the truth is the truth. You know, like, we are all human beings and we all have responsibilities, but I think that no one human being can save the world.
When he rejected the whole ritual thing, he's like, no. He was losing his mind for a minute, hanging a baby out of the window because he was wrestling with it. Then they came at him, and it was like, look, man, we're going to bring you up on charges, dude. Take pictures of your fucking freckles on your dick. You understand what I'm saying? At that point, we were already like, the hell with Michael Jackson. Then Cat Williams came out and said what he said about Mike, but Cat Williams was correct when he said those mansion parties, and y'all don't understand what go on with that shit, man.
See, now you had to bring my viewers up to speed on that, because the whole Cat I'm not even hip to that. What was said about that? What did Cat Williams?
Cat Williams said they was letting him in, and the stuff that he was seeing was blowing his mind. And I'm telling y'all right now, if y'all don't want to believe it, watch in the next couple of years. They coming after Cat Williams. Cat Williams tell too much truth. They coming after Cat Williams, man. Seriously. Do you understand what I'm saying? And the whole idea of Michael Jackson rejecting it, and they bringing him up on charges and this kind of thing, that's public humiliation. Then they set up the brother, the doctor, to be around Mike in his presence, and they provided the medicine for him to give the mic. Oh, come on, man. That's covert operation, dude. That's CIA. That's these subsidiaries, because their parents own the majors. They got distribution, so they could sign the brothers to these subsidiary labels. Are you following me? They were the ones that said that they were gonna make you calling yourself a nigga very popular. It talks about that on page 236, I believe. And I tell people all the time, I said, listen, this ain't Professor Griff. It says, with their cash and a superior industry position, these white entrepreneurs installed a new leadership over hip-hop, and they began to promote a nefarious niggerization of rap music. It says KRS-One and Public Enemy, with the message that KRS-One and Public Enemy, they said, we were reaching the masses of young black people. And then NWA, niggas with attitudes, would be paid off and put in a position where they would neutralize Public Enemy and brothers like KRS-One. And then came the gangster rap, thugging, balling, now pimping. Now the metrosexual is about to take over hip-hop. And your children, your nephew, your niece, and all the little ones, the shorties now, Tay-Tay, Riri, Man, and Twan and them, in the hood, gonna be wearing fucking skirts. Watch. Man purses and this kind of shit.
We have an interesting relationship with the media because the media will convince people to work against their best interests. And they'll tell you, they'll do exposés on the media how this is against your best interest, but it's the flashing lights. When things are on TV and they're flashing, we're attracted to them whether they're positive or negative.
Do you see your role as
I'm a part of the media. What I do is media-based. That's the way I reach out to people. So I just try to be responsible.
What do you think it will take for society to rise up and become more conscious and become more active in their world and not just sit back and be willing to let events pass you by?
I think the people who know better have to find creative ways to bring it to people who don't.
You mix that with a large amount of success. You mix that with Jay-Z and artists like him doing deals with people, business people who these people who read the stuff don't trust, and you put together a theory. 6. We was reading The Illuminati, Behold the Pale Horse, The Matrix series. We was reading all these books, New World Order. We read anything we could get our hands on, particularly Kanye West. There's somebody I know personally. When I started hearing it about him, that's when I started speaking out about it. I don't hang out with Jay-Z and Beyonce and Rihanna. I don't know what they be doing on their spare time. You know what I'm saying?
They be on yachts, bro.
Yeah,
Take pictures. Having a good time, living life.
But I mean, and even if they in the Illuminati, it's like Freddy, it's like the Candyman. It's like the only way it can have power over you is if you believe in it. If you don't believe in it, it don't affect your life.
Let me tell you what your man Hustle Simmons said to me. I'm at the Million Man March, or the Million More Movement. I think it was the one after that. Behind stage, dignitaries and all the important people were there. So I'm talking to Russell, and I'm like, look, man, did that whole Jewish thing affect your life like it did me? He says, man, all you had to do was make a hit record, and that would have been that. Or basically, in other words, all you had to do was come on in. Basically, you understand what I'm saying? Chill the fuck out. We would hit you off, just kind of like everything would have been cool. You mean to tell me all this time my life has been ruined? I've been poisoned, shot at, house burned down, all kicked out of Public Enemy, all this shit, and you tell me in a fucking fleeing moment behind stage somewhere that all I had to do was make a hit record? Oh damn, that goes to show y'all, man. They don't give a fuck about you. They don't give a fuck about you. You understand what I'm saying? Right now I'm feeling like Tupac. They don't give a fuck about us,
They
man.
killed that brother, man. That brother was on
you got a question quick.
The government brainwash our people with the mind control theory. That's what they do. So they make sure our people like it. They keep playing that same song. The same song keep playing, you start to like it. You start to get probed with it. You start to get cloned with it. So then for the clone exists, then it just takes over. It takes over the human body. It takes over the spirit. It takes over the soul. And therefore, behold, that's what you got.